There are moments in life when everything changes, not because the world shifted, but because you did. You changed your focus, you changed your energy, you changed your state, and in that instant, the world looked different. Because when you change, everything changes. You see, most people wait for their life to change so they can finally feel happy, confident, or powerful, but that's backward. You don't wait for your life to change, you change your life by changing how you feel right now. Everything you do, every decision, every action, every relationship flows from the state you're in at that very moment. Think about it. When you're in a powerful, confident, and centered state, you make bold decisions. You trust yourself, you move forward. You speak with clarity and purpose. But when you're in a fearful, doubtful, or tired state, you hesitate, you second guess. You pull back from opportunities that could have changed your life. The truth is, it's never your ability that limits you, it's your state. Your state is the invisible force that shapes how you experience the world. It's the emotional lens you look through. When you're in a high-energy, focused state, challenges look like opportunities. But in a low, frustrated state, even small problems feel like mountains. The difference isn't what's happening, it's how you feel while it's happening. That's why two people can face the same problem, and one rises while the other retreats. One chooses courage, the other chooses comfort. It all begins with the state they live in. You've probably noticed this in your own life. Have you ever had a day where you felt unstoppable, full of energy, creativity, drive, and everything just seemed to flow? You smiled more, connected more, performed better. The world responded differently to you. Then maybe the next day you woke up drained or discouraged and suddenly everything felt heavy. The people, the work, even your dreams, nothing changed except you. Your state shifted and so did your experience of life. That's the secret most people miss. They think they need to fix their circumstances to feel better. When I get the promotion, then I'll feel confident. When I find love, then I'll feel worthy. When I lose weight, then I'll feel happy. But that's not how transformation works. The formula isn't have, do, be. It's be, do, won't have. You don't wait to have confidence before acting. You step into a confident state now, and your actions follow. Your state drives your behavior, and your behavior creates your results. Every peak performer, every world-class leader, every fulfilled human being you admire, they've learned one powerful skill: state control. They've trained themselves to enter empowering emotional state at will, whether it's focus, passion, gratitude, or certainty, because they know that waiting for external circumstances to create the right mood is a losing game. The world doesn't shape them, they shape how they show to the world. Your stat is a combination of three forces: your physiology, your focus, and your language. The way you move, the way you breath, the words you use when you talk to yourself, all of programs your nervous system. You can't sit slouched, breathe shallow, and think negative words and expect to feel unstoppable. But stand tall, take a deep breath, use strong language, and your brain instantly receives a new signal. You don't wait for motivation, you generate it. When you master your state, you become free. You're no longer at the mercy of your emotions or environment. Someone can criticize you, but you choose confidence instead of insecurity. Something unexpected can happen, but you choose resourcefulness instead of panic. You stop reacting to life and start directing it. That's what emotional mastery really means. Not avoiding negative feelings, but taking back control over the meaning and momentum they have in your life. And the most powerful part, you can shift your state in an instant, not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect now. With one change in focus, one shift in breath, one decision to move differently, you can raise your energy, change your outlook, and access the best version of yourself. The moment you learn to manage your state, you stop living by chance and start living by choice. Because the truth is simple. Your destiny isn't written by your past, your conditions, or your circumstances. It's written by the state you choose to live in, moment to moment. Your body is the fastest tool for changing your emotions. Most people try to think their way out of a bad mood. They overanalyze, they replay problems, they try to reason themselves into feeling better. But you can't fight emotion with logic. The mind follows the body. Your emotions are deeply connected to how you move, how you breathe, how you stand, and even how you speak. Change your movement and you change your emotion. Change your posture and you change your power. You are one deep breath, one movement, one shift in energy away from feeling completely different. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone who's depressed? You can recognize it instantly, right? Their shoulders are slumped, their head is down, their breathing is shallow, their voice is low and slow. Their physiology is broadcasting their emotional state. Now imagine the opposite. Someone who's full of life, standing tall, breathing deeply, moving with purpose. You can feel their energy just by looking at them. That's not magic, that's physiology in action. Your body sends constant feedback to your brain, and your brain responds with matching emotions. If your body says I'm powerful, your mind believes it. That's why movement is the fastest way to shift your mood and elevate your energy. When you feel stuck, get up and move, stretch your body, jump, dance, take a walk, hit the gym, or just take 10 deep intentional breaths. Change your breathing, make it
also
full and
creates
strong, and
freedom.
your emotions follow.
Freedom from regret,
Every cell in your
from
body starts to wake up. The fog
chaos.
begins to clear.
While
Suddenly
the
what felt
undisciplined
impossible
live in
feels
reaction,
doable.
the
The challenge didn't shrink.
create
You grew
direction.
stronger because your state
It's not
changed
about
through
being
motion.
perfect.
Your physiology
It's
is
about
the
being
ignition switch
consistent.
of your inner power.
Remember this.
Your body and mind are not
Success
separate
is
systems.
rarely about
They are
doing
one
more.
unified force.
It's about
the way
doing
you
what
move
matters
tells your mind who
every
you are
day.
in that moment. Change
The
your
art of
breathing,
daily
make it
excellence
full and
begins
strong,
with
and your
the
emotions
discipline to
follow.
keep moving
Every
forward,
cell in your body starts to
especially
wake
when no
up.
one
The
claps
fog
for you.
begins to clear.
Success
Suddenly
doesn't
what
come
felt
from what you do
impossible feels
occasionally.
doable. The
It
challenge
comes
didn't
from what
shrink.
you
You
do
grew stronger
consistently.
because your state changed
Every
through
drop
motion.
fills
Your
the bucket.
physiology is the ignition
Reading
switch
for
of your
10
inner
minutes,
power. Your
saving
body
a
and
few
mind are not
dollars,
separate systems.
practicing
They are
a
one
small
unified
skill.
force. The way
These
you move
actions
tells your mind who you
compound
are in
over
that
time.
moment. If you move like someone who's
Consistency
defeated,
builds
you'll feel
momentum.
defeated. If you
And
move like
momentum
someone who's powerful, you'll
creates
feel powerful.
transformation.
It's that simple and that
Small
profound.
efforts done
The
daily
key is to
beat
stop
big
waiting for
efforts
motivation
done
and start
rarely.
using motion as
You
your
can't
medicine.
control the
Use
wind,
your body
but
as
you
a
can
tool for
adjust your
transformation,
sails.
because the
Life
truth is
will
the
not
fastest
always
way
go
to
your
feel
way,
alive, confident,
but your
and in
attitude
control
decides
isn't
how
by
far
thinking
you'll
about it,
go
by moving
when
into
it
it.
doesn't.
Whatever you focus on,
Choose
you feel.
gratitude
It's
over
that simple
complaints,
and that
growth
powerful.
over
Your
excuses.
focus is like a mental
The right
magnifying
attitude
glass.
can turn
Wherever you
failure
aim it,
into
that part of your
wisdom
life
and
expands in your
obstacles into
awareness.
opportunities.
If you focus on problems,
You
you'll feel
become the average of
overwhelmed.
the
If you
people you
focus on
spend the most
possibilities,
time with.
you'll feel inspired.
Surround
The
yourself
difference
with
between
those who
joy and
talk
despair
about
isn't
ideas,
circumstance,
not
it's
gossip.
focus.
Those who
Two people
encourage
can
you
live
to
through the
grow,
same event and
not
feel
settle.
completely different emotions
Your
because
environment
one is
either
focused on what's
strengthens your
wrong and the other
purpose
is focused
or
on what's
steals it.
possible.
Choose
Your
wisely.
emotional quality of
In the
life
end,
doesn't come from what's
mastering the
happening
art of
around you.
daily
It comes from what you
excellence is
choose
not
to look
about
at.
chasing
Most
perfection.
people don't realize
It's
they have
about
the power to
becoming a little
direct their
better
focus.
each
They let
day.
their mind wander
The small
wherever the world
improvements,
pulls it.
the quiet
News, stress,
commitments,
comparison,
the unseen
negativity, these things
efforts.
hijack attention
They're
and create
all
emotional
shaping your
chaos.
future.
But the truth is,
Ask
you
yourself
control the
tonight,
spotlight. You can
did I
choose
give
to
my
look for the
best
lesson
today?
instead of the loss.
If not,
you can
start
choose to
tomorrow
focus
with a
on the
better
gift inside
question.
the struggle.
How
When
can
you
I
ask
grow
yourself
today?
empowering questions
Your
like, what
future
can
is
I
being
learn
written
from
in the
this? Or
small
how can I
moments.
use this to
The
grow?
mornings you
Your
rise
mind
early.
immediately starts
The
searching
times
for
you choose
answers that
gratitude.
elevate you.
The
The
times
human
you push
brain is a
forward when
powerful
it's
search
easier to
engine.
quit.
Whatever question you feed
Don't
it will
wait
find
for the
proof.
right moment.
So ask
Create it,
questions that
live
give you
it, and
strength, not
master it.
suffering.
One
Focus
day
is the
at a
difference
time.
between people who stay stuck and people who soar. And here's the beautiful thing. You can train your focus the same way you train a muscle. Every time you redirect your attention from fear to faith, from frustration to gratitude, from lack to abundance, you're strengthening the habit of emotional mastery. At first it takes effort, but soon it becomes automatic. You start noticing what's good before what's bad. You start feeling calm in chaos, hopeful in hardship, strong in uncertainty. If you decide it means life is unfair, you'll feel hopeless. If you decide it means you're being tested, you'll feel challenged but strong. If you decide it means you're being guided, you'll feel peace even in chaos. The same situation can destroy one person and awaken another. It's not the situation that breaks you, it's the story you attach to it. Meaning is the master key that unlocks emotion. We all have stories we've told ourselves for years, stories about who we are, what we deserve, what's possible. Some of those stories lift us, others limit us. I'm not good enough. People always let me down. Things never work out for me. These meanings create emotional prisons that keep us repeating the same cycles. But the moment you question the story, you create space for a new one. What if that rejection wasn't punishment, but redirection? What if that failure wasn't the end, but the beginning of your next chapter? When you rewrite the meaning, you rewrite how you feel and how you show up in life.